Greetings, Pisces. Thanks for joining me here at the Lightroom Forecast. This is your reading this week leading up to the full moon, this amazing full moon in Scorpio on the 26th and the 27th, like around that point. I have my moon cycle dates written down in a list, and for some reason, not that I don't observe the moon, but for some reason I had it down as the 22nd, the 21st and the 22nd. Anyway, and then I was riding on my bike last night when the sun was just going down, the moon was up, and I thought, that can't be right, Diane, what are you doing? Anyway, so Pisces, we're doing a modified shortened Celtic cross if you're not familiar with these videos. We go through, clarify, we get the central point, the basis, where you're at, what's just passed, where you're at, and moving forward. And at the end, we'll get a journeyman card from my own deck. Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy, and let's see. Lovely Pisces. Just two more cards, please, for the central point. Ooh. Two more cards for the central point. One more card, I should say. Okay, I don't know what they are yet. Let's turn them over. Wow, we see you presenting here today. Wow, as I think someone's got exactly what they wanted. A request, one doesn't receive anything unless one asks often. We have the Ace of Swords, this clarity and truth and great precision, actually, giving you a real edge in terms of either information coming down through the crown and how to utilize that in the world around you. It is crossed by this beautiful Queen of Wands, the impulsive, fiery Queen. That is why I sort of say, maybe you've been shaking your world up a little bit, Pisces, at this current time. I do feel, and we'll just have a look at the basis of this. A new project, a new beginning of sorts, giving birth to something new. Something new is coming through. Something new is coming out of this shake-up, actually, with the Princess of Discs, this beautiful, I love this card, rhythmical, seasonal princess, pregnant with possibility, gestating all of these possibilities at this current time. Wow. So you're really, okay, putting it out there. I don't mean in any unpleasant sense. I mean, you're really shaking up your environment. You're making it what you want it to be. So with the Queen of Wands, there's a great power, a force in the will. A force in the will. What's behind you just popped out. We have two cards, actually, that just popped out. In the past position, of course, past resonates, reverberates. Don't get hung up on timing in this reading. It is circular, really. So whatever resonates for you or doesn't, these are general readings. In this recent position of the past, we get the Six of Swords, a card often literally, if you want to look at it in a literal sense, traveling, moving, venturing into a new zone that's more conducive to where you're at, where you want to be. A calmer port, actually. With it, we get Judgment. We get the Judgment card, which in the Thoth deck is called the Eon. It's a beautiful card. We see within this card the great goddess Nuit. I often think of judgment where past, present, and future come together all at once at a given point. You know, maybe this stirring up and shaking of your immediate environment, really, this is confidence. This is confident working with the world around you to get exactly what you want, or to get yourself in a position where you've wanted to be. It really couldn't be that much clearer, I would imagine, at this current time, which we'll look at right now. We will go back through and clarify, Pisces, at this current time, that you're in a really good place. Yes, indeed. We have the star bounding out. The star, healing, a healing card, a card of look, in this reading, I feel it like it's re-cementing your foundations of where you want to be, what you want to be doing, what leeway you want to have in your environment. The star is a beautiful card. People often say, oh, it's wishes coming true, and all of that. And maybe it is, Pisces. Maybe it is. To me, it's a channel between the heavens, between the cosmic realms and the earth, and that you are clearing your inner flute, as it were, to be able to draw things in that you need, that you require, not only for yourself, but people around you as well, for other people. It's not all self-centric. So that's beautiful. Now, moving forward, Pisces, dear Pisces, moving forward with this. Wow, you're really taking action. You've taken action. Wow, moving forward. Don't be alarmed. We get the Devil card. I love this card in the Thoth deck. In both of its polarities, the Devil, let's just say here that in its highest form, it's about enjoying life and all of those material things that life has to offer you. This is the point of being alive. We enjoy these things. We learn from these things. We have room to enjoy. In this reading, I do feel that the Devil is presenting probably more in its, if I can use the term, higher polarity here, because you've instituted a little bit more clarity and precise thinking for yourself, and acted upon that. Acted upon it, which has taken you, and it is taking you, I think, on a journey of which we don't see all of that on this table today. Of course we don't. So let's go through, we'll clarify this reading. It looks quite interesting. It looks very interesting. And it is that kind of scenario where, you know, we're responsible for, I mean, no one else is responsible, are they, for really what we're experiencing. I'm not putting this in the right way. We're responsible for where we're at. I mean, who else is? Unless you're in a very conflict, war-torn country, or, you know, that kind of thing. I'm talking beyond, not in that zone. That we ideally all have a choice, and it looks like you're really shaking things up. What are we interested in here, Pisces? What do you think? Let's have a look at the star. The beautiful star. Yeah, this is about you being fully in your power and in control of your life. We get the Queen of Pentacles. There's great material wealth in this card, you know, and the Queen is benevolent. I mean, what are the qualities of a queen? That she looks after other people as well. Because she got to her queendom, she's got all her discs around her. You know, there's benevolent, generous quality to this queen. That's quite lovely. Quite lovely, actually. The Queen of Wands gets things moving. Definitely. In the central position there with the Ace of Discs. She really gets things moving. This is her familiar. This is her wand with the pine cone on the end, representative of the pineal gland. We're seeing different perspectives. We're seeing what our role is, the part that we're playing in our with all those people around us. What part do we want to be playing with particular people? What role? Where do we see ourselves? I think you're entering a very powerful period. It could bring up, I mean, I'm just doing a bit of free flow here. We get the Tower coming out. Absolutely one of my favourite cards. I love it. I actually love this card with the waves. Maybe they're smoke. I always think of it as waves. Like a lighthouse. New information coming through. These thunderbolts of realization. As I said, new perspectives. This is all about building a new foundation for yourself, building something new. So new phases. Now, newness all around. It is that sort of time of the year. It's like, even though things are getting a bit autumnal here, and obviously a bit cooler, yeah, it does feel like a kind of, it feels in some ways like a spring time, that there are new things happening. It's really quite encouraging and what was I thinking? And inspiring. And I'm sure those in the northern hemisphere will be hanging out for some gorgeous weather. Oh God, we've got a cluster happening. We've got a cluster. Let's just get one card for the Devil, please, in this reading. It seems pretty clear to me. Yeah, for the Devil. Okay. So we get two cards coming out. It seems pretty clear that you've shaken up your world. You've altered things in a way that you want to in order to get on with other things. Expanded your boundaries a little bit, personally. We see just behind you, this is part of moving to a calmer place. It's also part of judgment, you know, the sort of, if you think of it as a divine directional compass. Judgment. This has been a long time coming, one would think. Then we get to the beautiful Star and the Queen of Pentacles, the independent woman, the generous woman, the benevolent Queen. She got there through work. When we're looking at the Devil here, excuse me, we look at the Devil, we have two cards come out to clarify the Devil. The first card is the King of Cups, the seemingly emotionally mature male. You know, maybe there's someone coming into your life through the changes that you're making now. You may well see that come into form, come into fruition. This is a never-ending cup. You know, he can kind of move with, it doesn't matter whether the tide's high, low, whether there's a storm, whether it's a really calm, flat sea. He's always pretty consistent. It's a really mature card. The King of Cups. With that, we get a 7. We get the 7 of Cups, which is about options, about having many, many, many choices, about having many choices. All the 7s are really about assessing. And so one would imagine assessing choice. Maybe you have many choices in the realms of, if this, and I'm talking male, like in terms of qualities, it's not about gender. Maybe you have many options around, centered around, or involved with a King of Cups in your life. It can be aspects of yourself, but I would imagine in this particular reading, it's a personality in your life or a person that you deal with. And so we get the 7, a card of assessment, the 7 of Cups. We have so many options. You can see all the different options in each cup here. And of course, some of them are illusions, some of them are just fantasies. But, you know, we have to kind of start somewhere. So it can get confusing, the 7 of Cups. It's a card of desire, because all the 7s are about desire as well. So it seems like we need to pick many different fruits from the trees, I do feel, at this time of moving forward. We need to experience, you know, many different flavors in order to come to this decision within the 7 of Cups, this assessment of what we truly do desire. Can we get certain things off the ground, or can we not? Is something just a illusionary sort of thing that we don't really need, or is it something we need? Because this is about delineation of wants and needs as well. Interesting. So it's really exciting, Pisces. Now, excuse me, we'll get a journey map card, then a Brian Froud card from the Fairy Oracle, and then a little star card. What have we got? Yeah, it's all about direction, because you've cut the tethers that possibly have been binding you, and and now you are going in a new direction. You're going in a new direction. There's a lot of new things happening here. There's a lot of change happening, Pisces. We get this funny character, the compass mistress, comes to us when we feel as if we've lost our internal compass. We're not quite sure what direction to go, but that in itself is quite good, because it's open slather time, isn't it? It just takes time to assess where we're at, and then we'll gradually figure it out. There's a wee figure sitting up. You can't really see it maybe, but there's a little figure sitting up here on a pole. And above it, it says it is okay. You know, it's okay to not know where you're going for a period of time. That's part of the process of knowing where you're going. You know what I mean? So it's actually quite cool, I think. Anyway, let's get a little Fairy Oracle card. have a wee fairy oracle card to top it off. What can you offer us in this interesting new journey that Pisces is on? These new things coming through. Wow. Yes, this is. It's Nellie's The Alchemist. This is, the dominoes have already fallen and they're going to keep pull, falling over. I love that imagery of a great line, like a Mexican wave, or whatever they call it. The dominoes are already falling, dear Pisces. It's a bit cheeky there, a bit cheeky. So we get the alchemy card. This is a transformation, and as time moves on, you will see this blossoming. You know, I really do feel that from this reading. We're getting really big cards in a lot of the readings, like major arcana, largely through these readings this week. And I do feel, you know, it is like there's a poof, even though this building up to the Scorpio full moon, there's a lot of fixed sign energy around. I'm not an astrologer, but anyway, I do have a keen interest. So yeah, this alchemical process, which was begun a while ago, but I do feel that you finally took that step to kind of shake up, to rearrange your situation, your world, whatever that is for you. You know your life. And you've started on this wonderful journey. So it's pretty amazing, Pisces. It's pretty amazing. Let's just get a little star card for you, please. Lovely Pisces. Little star card. Do we need one? Is one going to come out? I do like them to jump. Please. Maybe we don't need one. We've got two. We've got two, Pisces. Yay! We've got intuition, emotional center. We've got the pretty much the water card, which is you. It's like an ace. The watery card. Trust that intuition. And we have mastery, process information without fear. This is something that comes up, really has come up lately, is really you know, is developing a relationship with that fear and using your vulnerabilities, what you see to be vulnerabilities, as your strength. I think this is a major part of time at this current build up to the full moon. So we have process fear without information. Can you separate what is yours from another? So it's kind of interesting. I think that is part of processing one's own fears, dear Pisces, is seeing where you end and other begins. Boundaries. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, Pisces. I hope you had a wonderful and are having a wonderful week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much sincerely for all your likes, shares and subscribes. It really helps me to keep this channel going. Thank you. Take care now, Pisces. See you next time. Bye. Cheery.